Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the new UPS shipping program. So this is an update video from my first one where I announced the new UPS shipping program. In that video, I was talking about how I would create an update video when I actually used the UPS program. So I just used it earlier this week, and this is a photo of me going to the UPS store, and I found the whole thing to be really awesome. Here's why. One, it's way cheaper than if I were to use Canada Post because I had a shipment that was about this size, right? Depending on the weight, if I were to take that to Canada Post, that shipment would be between $15 to $30. At UPS, it was $8.83. There's no way that a shipment at Canada Post would be that cheap for a box that big and the weight that it was going at. So overall, the new UPS shipping program is awesome because it is way cheaper. When you watch the first video, I talk about how they describe their UPS program as deeply discounted rates for shipping, and it's actually true. They aren't lying there. The rates are they are very deeply discounted because compared to Canada Post, it's way cheaper. So moving forward, I will be using the new UPS shipping program instead of Canada Post when I'm sending my FBA shipments. So I'm here on my screen right now, and I just want to show you how it looks when you're creating a shipment. So you're normally creating a shipment, right? And what I would usually do is click Other Carrier and then have to choose Canada Post. But now you have this Amazon partnered carrier UPS, deeply discounted ground shipping with easy tracking. So now when you select that, you enter the number of boxes and the approximate weight. And how I got the approximate weight was I just had like a normal scale at home and I put the box on it, and then it said the weight in kilograms, and I entered that in, and then it said that it was going to cost $8.83. And when I saw that, I was like amazed because that would minimum be $15 or so if it was going, because this is going to Ontario. Most of my shipments head over to Mississauga, Ontario. So normally, if I was using Canada Post, this would be at least $15, and it could go up to $30 depending on if I had a bunch of heavy stuff in there. So I was really pleased with this price. Another cool thing is that when you use the new UPS shipping program, you don't actually get charged for when you go to UPS. You actually get charged through your Amazon seller dashboard. So they'll just take it out of your account there. So it's cool because when you have profits, it'll just take it out there rather than charging you. If you don't have any profits yet, then it will charge whatever card you have linked. Another cool thing was that when you print out the UPS shipping label, you put it on your box, you go over to UPS. I just walked in there, I had the box, I handed it to them, and he looked at it and he goes, "Okay, you're dropping it off? Scan. All right, see you later." And then that was it. I didn't get a receipt or anything, and I just literally just walked in and out in like a couple seconds. Now at Canada Post, it's a different story. So how that would usually work was I'd go over to Canada Post, and sometimes I'd have to wait in long lines if it was busy or whatever, and then they'd have to key it in and everything, and then have to get a receipt, and then I'd have to come back onto this seller dashboard and enter in that tracking number so that the seller dashboard could track the shipment as it's going over to the Amazon FBA warehouse. Now, I don't get a receipt. It automatically knew that it was checked in to UPS, and it automatically started tracking it right away as soon as it was scanned. So I thought that was really awesome. One less step for me, because I would always need to take that receipt, put it in my pocket, wait till I got to the computer again, and then remember to input it. And sometimes I would forget to input it if I had to do something right after shipping. Like I wasn't always coming right back to the computer after going to Canada Post. So overall, the experience was awesome, but here's another thing, here's a downside that I kind of found. In the previous video where I announced the new UPS shipping program, it actually says in there that you could do a schedule pickup, or you could go over to the UPS location and drop it off. So I actually called Amazon and asked them about the pickup service. and they didn't really know what I was talking about at all. And I actually emailed them too, and they didn't even know what I was talking about. So the people working their customer service don't really know about this new UPS shipping program. And I actually had someone else on YouTube comment about that as well, that they called in and they didn't really know what they were talking about as well. It does exist, so don't be scared if you call in there and they have no idea what you're talking about. Their customer service is probably out of Canada, so they don't know that there's a new UPS shipping program within Canada. So it does work and it does exist. I finally got an answer after emailing a couple of times. If you want to schedule a pickup, you need to call UPS and do that. You can't actually do that in your seller dashboard. I thought you could actually do that within your dashboard. That would make it really easy if we could do that. But unfortunately you can't, so you have to call if you want a UPS person to come pick up your packages, or you can just go drop them off if there's a UPS location near you. So overall, I recommend the new UPS shipping program. It's much cheaper than Canada Post, and it's a lot simpler in my opinion. So I had some other comments about how people don't have access to the new UPS shipping program. So they might be living in a different location, somewhere where there isn't a UPS, and they don't have access to this new shipping program. That's okay. You can still do Amazon FBA in Canada. You just have to use Canada Post as your shipping service. And I used Canada Post for almost 2 years and still made profit. So you can still do this if you don't have access to the new UPS shipping program. That's okay, because I did it for 2 years on the Canada Post and I was still making profits. Alright guys, well that's all for this video. Before I go, I'm going to have some videos pop up on the screen. These are other resources for you guys, other Amazon FBA videos for you guys. Feel free to check them out after this video. You can either click on the video or in the description below. Alright guys, if I've helped you out in any way, let me know by giving this video a like, a comment, a subscribe. All that would be very much appreciated. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.
Back from the dead.